Hi everyone, myself Mithilesh and I am a VOA reporter. Cricket, considered not only to be a sport but a religion in India, where the god is Sachin Tendulkar himself. Even if cricket was born in England, but it has been brought up and risen up in India. 10 years back, when cricket was considered to be a very slow and boring game where people sort of got disinterested in it, but T20 came up with a bang. Thus, the most enthusiastic and thrilling format of cricket is T20. And the GOAT of all T20 leagues in the world is our Indian Premier League. The Indian Premier League 2022 had been full of ups and downs, with the two most successful franchises, Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians, having 9 titles shared between them, finished bottom of the table. Whereas with the addition of 2 new teams, the Vivo IPL season was yet another an exciting one. This season, the first shocking news was the Vivo getting replaced by Tata as the title sponsor, in which after this announcement, shortly after a few days, the IPL mega auction was held, in which already the teams had picked up or retained their co-stars or their star players. And the 2 new teams, Lucknow Super Giants was bought by Sanjeev Goenka by a whooping amount of 7,090 crores, whereas Gujarat Titans was bought by CVC Capital by a humongous amount of 5,625 crores. Lucknow Super Giants had already picked up their bites, making KL Rahul the captain, whereas Gujarat Titans picked out a rabbit out of the hat and made Hardik Pandya their captain. So, after the auction, Lucknow Super Giants, was one of the most sorted teams on paper, as they already had picked KL Rahul as an opener and captain, Marcus Stoinis as a rotator between the strike and hitting the ball hard as his name suggests, and Ravi Bishnoi, a young effective spinner. Then they bought a QDK, Quinton de Kock, to set up a keeping slot and an opening pair with Rahul, and bought Avesh Khan and Jason Holder to set their bowling lineup. And the buy of the season for them was Mohsin Khan. Talking about Gujarat Titans, they proved that an IPL trophy is not won on an auction table, and thus they already had retained Rashid Khan, Hardik Pandya and Shubman Gill. But they bought new players such as David Explosive Miller, Lockie Ferguson and Mohammad Shami. They had an arduous bowling attack, but the problem was their middle order with 3D Vijay Shankar and inexperienced Rahul Tewatia. We thought they had a problem, but they had self-trust, and as the saying goes, unity is the biggest advantage. Thus, all of them performed in coordination, and even in the absence of the star player Jason Roy, the Gujarat Titans team led over to win their maiden trophy. Everyone accused Hardik Pandya before the season as an inexperienced captain, but he proved everyone wrong and acted very, very responsible. Then, talking about the defending champions, the Chennai Super Kings, they went to back their sides, retaining and buying all the players they had last year, but that did not turn into their favor. They first of all did not retain Faf du Plessis and managed to retain Devon Conway, who proved to be right, but the problem wasn't their batting lineup, the problem was the bowling attack, as they needed an experienced bowler, hit the deck fast bowler, overseas one, who could help them in death overs, but that wasn't the case, as they bought Adam Milne, who was soon ruled out of the season. And one of the major aspects for Chennai Super Kings to finish bottom of the table, second last and bottom of the table, was the change in captaincy, as just 2 days before the start of this massive tournament, MS Dhoni took the baton and handed over to Ravindra Jadeja. And then midway, due to the failures and the burden on Jadeja again passed the baton back to Dhoni. So this, I think, created the confusion in the side. Whereas talking about the 5 times champions Mumbai Indians, they had bought Jofra Archer, and the combination of Jofra Archer and Bumrah in IPL 2023 would be deadly. But as everyone knew, Jofra Archer wouldn't play IPL 2022. Everyone knew that they would face a lot of problems. So, talking about Rajasthan Royals, the team after 15 years of wait finished second on the table and went to the final. The major problem was in not finding a proper all-rounder, which made the difference between GT in the finals. Butler was explosive as he knocked 864 runs, massive innings with 4 centuries, equaling Virat Kohli's record in 2016. So overall, this season was a blast.